Okay, so here's an update on the Saab. We got the motor out. Just dropped the subframe, which was by far the easiest way to do it. Now, we'll have to pull off the motor from the transmission and put this motor in there, which this one has 59,000 miles, but this one's from a Turbo X, so it's all-wheel drive, so we'll have to swap the transmissions, which won't be too bad. I wasn't sure if I could just pull off the transfer case, but I think I'm going to have to swap the whole transmission, so we'll start on that, get this motor on the subframe, and then get the subframe back in. So it shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. Never pulled a transmission or separated it from the engine on one of these, so I guess we'll start now. Okay guys, we are just about done finishing this thing up. Still gotta put the bumper on it and headlights, but we should have it started here in just a little bit. I just gotta put coolant in it and hook up the exhaust. And then finish hooking up this stuff down there. But, so here is the new motor. It's only 59,000 miles. What I did is I dropped it from the subframe, and then how I put it on is I put the subframe onto the jack, slid it under there, hoisted it up. So we gotta put the exhaust on, put some coolant in it, hook up the battery, start it, and then we'll go for a drive here in a little bit. But for now, I'm gonna finish it up and cross my fingers that there is no problems. I noticed the only thing different is with this harness, it has two. So here's the factory 12-volt connector for the battery, and with this new harness, it has one as well. So I gotta figure that out. Should be easy. I'll just put a ring on it and then connect it to that. But yeah, we're getting close, and I'll update you guys here in a little bit. So we finally have this stupid car done. Well, it still needs little things, but we have it running and driving. So we're gonna go get it for an alignment right now, and yeah, so I'm super excited about that. It runs very well. Needs a few small things, but for the most part, runs really good. What happened is I got the motor in, and it would not crank, wouldn't do anything. I was messing with it for like 4 or 5 days, and it was driving me nuts. So I pulled everything apart up here, got to the starter. Starter was fine. I jumped it, and it cranked it. And then I was like, maybe it says, and my code said on my Type 2 saying no lost communication with TCM. So I'm like, very weird. So I changed the neutral safety switch or the TCM on top of the transmission. Nothing still. And I was like, what the heck could it be? Checked all the fuses, and I tried actually re-adding this ECU, bricked it because I think the battery voltage dropped while I was SPSing it, and it bricked it, no communication. So I used CAN Flasher, and someone sent me a file, a stock arrow file, and I got it to come back alive. And then, what else have I done? Oh yeah, so what was wrong with it is, so I pulled off the wiring harness for this motor, because this motor is actually from the Turbo X that was wrecked. I parted out, and I was checking and I used that harness, and I was like, maybe the harness is different going to the TCM. So I started pulling off the harness to plug on the neutral safety switch and checked it with the old one. Everything looked fine, and I pulled off the ground on the body that's like right under here that this goes to as well. And it was a little rusty, so I took a wire brush to it, cleaned it, put it back on, and that was the issue. Started right up after that. So yeah, it was stupid ground, caused me all this headache, but it's running now, and yeah, I'm very excited. So we'll start it up real quick. There's still a lot of little things, like I need that hood shock. I'm currently using a crutch to hold it up. Possibly a coolant tank, it might be leaking, and then level sensor for the headlights. But it starts, need a license plate bulb, and the lower wiring harness for the fog lights is gone, so I need one of those, that harness. I think I might have one from the Turbo X, but we'll see. Have to go look. And then other than that, it actually runs nice. Starts right up. Someone is still paying for XM, which I can't complain about that. I'm gonna get the car all nice and detailed and take it for a car wash today. Do a few little things on it, but for the most part, I'm gonna go wash it today too. It's very dirty. It actually runs very well. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. I need to restore the headlights on it, and yeah, there's a lot of things I gotta do to it. Fix this bumper because the clips must be broken right there. So yeah, I gotta now it's just clean up on it, but it's running, so that's the first part of the big headache. So we will go for a drive, and I'll let you know how it goes. But yeah, super happy, super excited, and yeah, it'll be a good winter car if I decide to keep it, but pretty sure I will. I want to make sure it runs good and drives good for a while before, if I end up selling it. I want a new generation 9.5, so if I buy one, I'm definitely gonna have to sell this one because I have 4 cars now. So yeah. And then another thing that happened is I had a coolant leak when I put the motor in from the that pipe that goes into the thermostat housing. That O-ring was just leaking like no other. Not horrible, just drip, drip, drip. And so I put a different O-ring on it that I had here, so that solved that issue. But I'm definitely gonna have to go through and change some stuff on the coolant system just so it doesn't leak, because these things love to leak. So I don't know. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll go for a test drive here in just a minute. Okay, here's us going for a test drive. If you guys can't read that, it says coolant level low, which is not low. Keeps lying to me because I look in there and it's full. But yeah, the sensor may be bad, or it may just need a new coolant tank, which I'm thinking about getting. But we'll see. Boost works good. Shifts awesome. Yeah, the steering wheel's way off because it wants to pull to the right really bad. So yeah, that's why we're going to get alignment first thing. What else? No, I'm going to do an automatic transmission fluid change and make a video on that because I don't know if there is one that exists. and so that will be helpful to a lot of people, I think. And then yeah, we are gonna make it look very nice. Maybe buff it. I've never buffed before, so yeah, maybe I'll have a professional do it so I don't mess it up. I know black's a hard color, but I don't know, maybe this will be my little test car. I also have some new strut braces I'm working on making, and so this will be a good car. I'm gonna have it put one on my turbo. I already have one on my Turbo X, but I'm making a little bit different design, and I'm gonna put one on this car, on my Turbo X. I might sell them, I haven't decided yet. So, but yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and please subscribe and follow me on this build of the Saab 9-3 Aero. Thank you.